I'm driving down the road and my right foot was shaking. I was thinking, what do I do? I'm going to my first call out. My name is Sarah Holden. I'm a crew manager within Lancashire Fire and Rescue. I chose the fire service because I got to a stage in my life where my children were that little bit older, I had some more free time, and I wanted to give something back to the community. I was a graphic designer and then I was a farmer, but I just think I probably left it definitely a few years. I could have left it. I was wondering about being a firefighter for probably 3 or 4 years before I applied. And that wondering is wasted time. I should have just applied. I was 38 when I applied, and I actually thought I was too old. That's probably what put me off. And now I realise I wasn't too old, and there's people applying far later than I did now, and they're awesome firefighters. They're really, really good firefighters. Age is not a factor. You have to have a certain level of physical fitness to be a firefighter, and I like my fitness. So I should have concentrated on that really, rather than worrying about my age. I'm an operational firefighter, so I do attend incidents, but I also have other responsibilities. So I deal with recruitment, training, development, retention, the whole big picture about developing people within the fire service. So I can turn up with a whole pile of work to do, whether it be recruitment or training, and then I can get called to an incident and I could be out for 3 or 4 hours at a road traffic collision or at a fire. So my everyday life is unpredictable, but really exciting, and who knows what I'm doing tomorrow. The physical side of things, I was already prepped for. I'm a runner, swimmer, like cycling. I'm strong because I'm a farmer, so I could lift 100-kilo sheep over my shoulder and kind of not bother. But it was having confidence in myself that I could do the role. I doubted myself, like, a firefighter? How can I be a firefighter? And it wasn't until I'm in the role and I thought, no, do you know what? Everybody needs to be a firefighter if they want to be. If everybody has a doubt now, please just apply. I've had a couple of calls where I've thought, ooh, what we're doing, you know, that's natural. I think if you ask any firefighter that, every time the system goes off and you get that sheet, probably 9 times out of 10 you think, yeah, we can do that, that's fine. And then there's the odd one where it might say something that's not pleasant and you think, but that's part of the job. And no matter what the outcome of that job, a good crew will sit down afterwards and lay it all out on the table and discuss it and just, you know, talk amongst each other. My worst day didn't involve an incident that was massive or anything. It was an incident in somebody's house where a female died and there was a small boy in the house, and my job that day was to make sure that young male didn't see his mum on his... I just wanted to distract him for a moment while all hell was breaking loose. So, and that was my worst day because all I could think of is I'm not having you remembering your mum like this. So, and that day still, it doesn't have to be, you know, a massive fire or a car accident. Sometimes it's you, something that triggers you personally. So my worst day was probably thinking if that was my child, I'd want someone to take him away from that. So I still remember that day now, yeah. There's no way to describe attending an emergency. You feel there's adrenaline, there's you're asking questions all the time. So you know what incident you go into, you know whether it's a fire, you know if it's a gain and entry, you know if it's a chemical incident, you know if it's a road traffic. So you're asking yourself questions, right, what do I need? So do I need the trauma kit? Do I need to be getting water? Do I need to be getting in a chemical suit? So you're asking those questions, you're reading the information, you're working out your plan of action, you're waiting for the OIC, the officer in charge, to tell you what to do. So your mind's busy all the way to an incident because you've got all your training kicking in and all your planning. The part of the job that made me feel strong was you're involved with people's worst day. So you're there to help them. So you've got the ability, with all the resources around you and all the places that you can go to kind of post-incident, to make that person feel a lot better if possible. And that gives you does give you a sense of power that you can actually make a difference on that person's day. Also, in the recruitment and the training side of the role that I do, I feel strong there because I'm passionate about it. And when you're passionate about something, it gives you a strength. I do remember a road traffic collision a couple of years ago in icy conditions where I was helping a male casualty. It wasn't a terrible RTC where he had severe injuries, but he was elderly and he was very uncomfortable, he was hurt and it was very, very cold. So I stayed with him and I kept him warm and I just made sure I calmed him down. And when we transferred him onto the ambulance, I remember him getting hold of me and not letting me go. And that's when you know you made a positive difference to that person's day. It doesn't have to be heroic rescue for it to be your best day. Sometimes somebody grabbing hold of you and not letting go of you, that's a really, really good day. I can honestly say I'm not the person that was when I started. 5 years ago, I was naive in lots of ways because I'd always been self-employed. It's not that I lack confidence, but I didn't have the confidence that I had now. I've grown so much over the last 5 years in confidence, in resilience, in the way I approach problems, the way I deal with problems. I'm now a strong, confident female. It's not that I wasn't before, but I'm so much more now. It's very hard to explain that, and it is something that other people have noticed in me, friends and family have noticed in me, that I have evolved over this last 5 years. I think I'm a better person than what I was. I've faced sexism and prejudice because of my role. Probably early on, it affected me, and I sought advice from mentors, from other people in the service, other females in the service who have been in the service a lot longer than I have, and that definitely helped. Now, I can honestly say it doesn't bother me at all. I can quite easily deflect that. I see if anybody's got any comments that may be sexist, I see that maybe lacking on their lack of education on their half on what the role actually is. So we do get comments on, females in general that is, we do get comments on, are we able to lift somebody heavy out of a burning building? Absolutely, of course we are. We work as a team and we can get that person out just like anybody else. So yeah, sexism kind of early on in my career was a factor that bothered me, but no, not anymore. Quite easy to, I know how capable I am at being a firefighter, and I wouldn't want anyone to ever question that because I've really worked hard to be in the position I have, and I am physically strong. I'm very proud of that. So I can deflect all of that. I'm excited about the future in firefighting because for the first 3 months of this year, we were vaccinating members of the public. So we switched away slightly, some of us switched away slightly from firefighting, from rescues, and we were putting vaccination centres, vaccinating people, and that really excited because what can we do in the future? That was probably the biggest rescue of our time, and we were there to make sure everyone was safe. So that was a big thing, us all being trained up. The future of firefighting, I don't know, but I can't wait, and I can't wait to be part of it. I'm absolutely fulfilled, absolutely. This role, this job, the whole service is such an amazing thing to be part of.